It's the Seattle Mariners going up against the New York Yankees. First pitch coming at you right after the break. John Shelby with you alongside Chris Singleton, and we're just about set to get this wild card series underway. Singy, game one has outsized importance in a three-game set.
Yeah, Boog, it's a huge game. There's no doubt about it. Guys are always talking about setting the tone in game one of a series. Well, in a three-game series, that might be the only tone that gets set. So this is no ordinary series opener.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about to get started, and today on the hill, Carlos Rodon. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
And that one fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a drive. Deep left field. That's back there. Tattooed and gone. The first batter of the game leaves the yard, and that gives him the lead. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Well, you got to love a game that brings some action from the jump, and at the plate, he was looking for a pitch to absolutely drive. And, you know, leadoff hitters aren't up there anymore just working the count, trying to get on. They're looking to make some noise and do some damage.
J.P. Crawford digs in now. Swings through that one for strike 1. Crawford, a former Gold Glove winner, batting second in today's lineup, a former first-round pick back in 2013. Next offering is fouled back.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. It's going to really have to bear down.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
I think it's huge that they were able to score right away. You're playing on the road. Stakes are high. Energy in the ballpark, and you help to quiet that down a little bit.
He takes it on his own. 1 away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for him. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, you know, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get 1 pitch. You better not miss it.
Next offering upstairs. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And you know, if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in here in game 1 of the wild card series. Good eye in that spot.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, he had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout. And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Two down, bases empty. And now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners, Cal Raleigh. And a foul ball. Foul ball there. Next pitch way upstairs.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
That misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. The Mariners pick up a run thanks to this solo homer. It's now 1-0. You're watching the American League Wildcard Series on the show. Back in the Bronx, getting the nod on the mound, Brian Wu.
Great sinker. Although it's not his primary pitch, it's really a pitch that he can go to, misses the barrel of the bat, gets ground balls, and lets the defense work behind him.
Now the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And another ball.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Next offering is in for a strike.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. Over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
That's out to center field. Rodriguez on his way over. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one away. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
And a foul ball. 1 out, bases empty. Ball 1 there. Check swing, called strike.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course, still prefer something belt high.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Next one misses, and it's 1-1. 2 outs, base is empty.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Judge rips that one. Rodriguez under it. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Game 1 of this wild card series. Now it's the second baseman, Jorge Polanco. Gotta love the intensity of postseason baseball. Players on both sides at such a high level of emotion. Everything is amplified. Swing and a foul out of play.
Talk about that intensity, Boo. It comes out of everybody. Think about celebrations by players like Carlos Correa, Jose Bautista, Kirk Gibson. Just iconic moments.
Off the mark there. And a count 2-1. Fastball is outside. Broken back ground ball to second. Can't pick it up with the bare hand. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. That pitch got way in on him, and he couldn't do much with it, but good hustle to get up the line and turn that into an infield single.
Julio Rodriguez in the box now. No balls and a strike. Polanco on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw. Save.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment. Our players are going to be running all game.
No outs. Runner on second. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Pretty much textbook pitching for the 3-pitch K right there. Jumped ahead 0-2 on 2 pitches. You didn't want to go after at the plate. Then, knowing he's going to be a little more aggressive, trying to protect, he expands just out of the zone where he couldn't do anything with it. He gets the strikeout and keeps the pitches thrown to a minimum. Very nice.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that's in there for a strike. The slider that finds the mark. Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boogie's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players questioning the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age.
One out, the runner at second here at the top of the second. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that skips in the dirt.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
That was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. Up and in, ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. And there's a strike. Polanco on at second with 2 down. And that one is inside. Good job to fight that one off. Next pitch misses outside. 3-2 now. Ben Williamson on deck for the M's. Gets a piece and stays alive. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
First and second, 2 outs. And stepping in for the Mariners, Ben Williamson.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
And now it's even up. Right side, Chisholm. Tosses to first, and that is the inning. Mariners leave a couple, but they lead it 1-0. Bottom of the second, and now it's Giancarlo Stanton. Woo back to work. Slider misses outside.
Got some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far moving the ball around nicely.
And that is in for a strike. And the count even 1-1. That's down and in. A slider missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A massive home run. It's 1-1. That was blasting.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. He got on plane with that high fastball, but look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Ben Rice. Left field. Rosarena makes the grab. 1 pitch and 1 out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Now here's Trent Grisham. That's off the inside corner, and that is ball 1. Tied up here in the early going. The 1-1. And there's a foul ball. 1 down, base is empty. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Catcher has it, fires the first. Out on the drop, 3rd strike, 2 gone.
Usually when you see several pitches, you're going to get at least one that you might be able to do something with, but they didn't exactly challenge him in any way right there, and really they just used his aggressiveness against him. I don't think he even got a pitch in the zone.
No, that's a good point, Siggy. He goes down on strikes, but not a single pitch was actually in the strike zone. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across. Bottom half of inning number 2. Check swing, called strike.
Ball, that's out.
And strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Right-hander kicks, deals. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Fights it off. He'll see another. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
3-2. The pitch is outside, and ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk. Anthony Volpe getting ready to hit. Runner on the move. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. In for a strike, and the count is 0-2.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
And 1-2. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. The shortstop takes the ball. Outside with a breaking ball.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Giancarlo Stanton flexing that big-time power swing. All even at 1 apiece. On to the 3rd inning. Now it's the right fielder, Victor Robles. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Line drive, and he boots it. And they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. Grounded out his first time up. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Got him swinging on that pitch away to finish him off, but everything early in the at-bat was in tight. Really challenged him in there with some competitive pitches, not letting him get his hands extended, but of course that eventually opens up the outside part of the plate, and he just wasn't able to adjust.
And now it's Josh Naylor. Struck out swinging his first time. That one's upstairs, ball one. Rodon ready. Here comes. And that misses. And it's 2-0. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Squeezes it, and that is that. Mariners are down in order. Score remains tied 1-1. And we're back as we go to the last of the third. Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Ball.
This one in the air, right field. He makes the grab. One down. Back to the top of the lineup. And up next for New York, Jason Dominguez. He's 0 for 1. And a strike in there.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
That one missed. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there. And it's gone! Home run! And this place is rocking. And just like that, they're out front. It's 2-1.
That's a great way to fire up this crowd. They're feeling it now. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
One out, base is empty. And now it's Ahmed Rosario. Just missed. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in Game 1 of the Wild Card Series. He swings and fouls one off. Cut on and lifted in the air, and it falls. So a man aboard now with one away. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Throw over to first. Rosario dives back in.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
That clips the corner.
We all know Yankee Stadium is a great place for Judge to hit home runs. In fact, his coaches joke and say he can sneeze one out to right. Well, the scary part is it might be true.
That's outside. 3 balls and a strike. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
There's one out on to first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton. He's already homered here in this one. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. Judge leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Foul ball. Two outs. In there at the knees. And down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And it's now a 2-1 ball game.
Can't seem to save a single thing. Who's afraid of evil thing? Situate the time and people's dreams. Or from the norm, we appear quite average. No mask, no costume.
Back in the Bronx as we go to the top of the 4th. Here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh.
Oh, Boog, he consistently hits the ball hard. His exit velocity and barrel rate, here are the tops in the league.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
Well, these Mariners doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
And the 0-2.
Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Hot shot to third. Rosario tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Reached on an infield single his first time.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
First pitch misses.
These fans have to feel good right about now. This series not going to be easy, but they have the lead at home in game 1. That brings the anxiety down a few notches.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. That's one way to quiet the crowd. It's 2-2. That one just sounded different.
And it might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. That's in there. That's strike 1. Rodriguez, a former Rookie of the Year, 24 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Rodon ready. The 0-2 on the way. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. That misses the zone. 1-2 to count.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swung on, belted. And that is a foul ball.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at-bat alone. Really making them work out there.
The next pitch misses, and the count is even 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
In an era with a lot of swing and miss and strikeouts, you got to love an at-bat like this. No one giving in.
Outside, and that is ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
When you go that deep into an at-bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
Here's the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. And that's in there at the knees.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
He goes down looking.
Well, it's just a great job of playing catch with the catcher. Exactly where the catcher set up is where he threw that pitch, and probably fooled the umpire a little bit because there was no budge at all.
Eugenio Suarez up to hit down. Walked his first time. Fastball is outside. Two outs. And that's way high. Ball 2.
After giving up that home run earlier, it just doesn't seem like he wants to challenge him.
And that clips the inside corner.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Rodon keeping an eye on him. Next offering upstairs.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Lifted in the air, right field. Judge is under it, and that is that. The Mariners pick up a run thanks to this solo homer. 2-2 game. Ready to go, bottom 4. And stepping in for the Yankees, Ben Rice. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1.
You know, these Yankees showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across the score as well.
And a quick out, number 1.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. That's too low, and that's ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Just missed.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And it's 3-0. Fought off foul. And that's ball four.
Ball four.
Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
One down. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. He reached out a walk his first time. There's a strike.
There was a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Comes up empty.
0-2 is the count.
And that one inside and it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. And the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Struck out looking at his first at bat. Out towards right center field. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Headed for the plate. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. 3-2, they take the lead.
What if they're looking to be aggressive and got something he can handle? I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the bullpen. Brian Wu departs, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Edward Bizzardo. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Golden opportunity right here. Swinging a foul straight back. Chisholm, the runner at third. Volpe over at second with 1 down.
No, inside.
Action in the bullpen for Seattle. Luke Jackson getting ready to go. Ferguson, the power lefty, up as well. And that's downstairs. Now 2 balls and a strike.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
That's in there. It's 2-2. And that's a strikeout looking. Went back to the sinker, and it was successful. So the batting order turns over. Jason Dominguez will hit next. He's already homered in this game.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
And fires in a fastball at 95. Well struck, deep right field, way back, and out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 6-2. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Get as many high fives as possible, man. This guy's a ball of energy right now and having the game of his life.
So 2 down. Now it's going to be Ahmed Rosario. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. But 4 runs score in the inning. 3 coming right here on the 3-run homer. Now a 6-2 ball game. Game 1 of this wild card series. Now it's the DH, Ben Williamson. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list.
Nope, that's
First pitch, and he just misses.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
It feels to me like his time on the mound is running short, starting to show some signs of fatigue. So we'll see how much longer they let him go.
Here's Victor Robles. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Up and in, and that's ball 1.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Dominguez brings it in. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. 0 for 2 in this one. Pitch is in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Next offering way off the plate.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Just missed.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And he's up to 7 strikeouts.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Naylor, the next to hit, takes outside. And that's fouled off. 2 outs and a runner at third here in game 1 of the wild card series. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
And there's a ball.
Here in the 5th inning, and here he is about to throw his 100th pitch. Man, he's really had to grind through to get to this point.
Two outs. Right through there. Got him. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. One left for Seattle. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. Back in New York, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Aaron Judge at the plate. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Bizzardo back to work. Rip towards third. Handles, throws to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. Here's Stanton now. First offering, and it just misses.
Hey!
And a breaking ball misses outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw is late, and they don't get an out on the play. So man aboard, stepping in, Ken Rice. That's in there. 0-1.
0-1.
Man at first, 1 away. Outside low, and the count is 1-1.
That's a ball.
Next offering is fouled back. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. That one ripped left field. Back there. And it one-hops the wall. And into second with 1 away. That's a double.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. 1 run across. The throw in. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. It's 8-2.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And here comes the Mariners manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Edward Bizzardo. Done for the night. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So out of the bullpen for the Mariners, Caleb Ferguson.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Runner on at first with one gone. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. That just misses. 1-0. He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark. But obviously, out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high-leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking the zone and attacking hitters regardless of the situation.
Oh, that's inside.
Chris, you look at it, these are the spots where pitchers can come on, pitch well, instill some confidence in the manager, and all of a sudden they're pitching higher leverage spots in the postseason.
Well, in this final month, I mean, this is an audition period for the call-ups, but it's also for that marginal reliever that was on the roster throughout the season to maybe step up and be on that playoff roster.
Got him looking. And there's 2 down.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Volpe now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Grisham, the runner at first with 2 gone. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Tap dances out of the way of that one. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Rosarena moving under it. Nabs it, and that ends the inning. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We're through 5. It's the Yankees 8 and the Mariners 2. All set for the top of the 6th. And now the switch hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh. He might just be the best hitting catcher in the game today.
Well, Boog, he's so valuable, does a good job behind the plate, but offensively, he's a middle-of-the-order type of bat, especially when you talk about catchers, and their #1 job is to handle the pitching staff and prevent runs. This guy is able to add runs by producing them. I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
That one is absolutely belted. Back there. Gone. Straight into the visitors' bullpen. He'll touch them all. And they cut into the deficit. It's 8-3.
That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Aaron Boone makes his way out of the dugout, and he will make a move to the bullpen. Carlos Rodon is done in this one, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment. New pitcher now, Ian Hamilton.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Jorge Polanco, the next to hit. And first offering is fouled off. And ball 1. Next offering misses, and that's ball
You got
2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that is out of play. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That one
Count
missed. And down on strikes he goes. 1 away. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. He is struck out and he is walked. And a foul ball.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Got him swinging.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Rosarena in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Check swing, and that's a ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And a swing and a miss there.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now 8-3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th inning, and stepping in for the Yankees, Paul Goldschmidt. And that one fouled off.
You know, these Yankees, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Ball 1 there.
Ball 1.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. And there's 1 down. And next for New York, Jason Dominguez. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Lifted in the air down the left side. That one gets down for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And up next for New York, Ahmed Rosario. 1 for 3. And he takes a strike.
0-1.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Out to short. Zips it to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. Here comes Aaron Judge. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. That one the other way. And that'll do it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. On to the 7th here in Game 1. It's the Yankees 8 and the Mariners 3. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Fernando Cruz. And now Eugenio Suarez. Fastball for a strike. Cruz measures 6 feet 2 inches, 235 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Next pitch is outside. And that's down and away. That missed by a lot. And now 3 balls and a strike. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the 2nd time he's taken ball 4.
So now here's the DH, Ben Williamson. Check swing, called strike. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Off balance feed. There's one to first. Not in time. Great effort there.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
Robles in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1.
Too high. Ball.
The 2-0 is in for a strike.
2-1.
And strike 2.
2-2 down.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And foul ball. And that one hit to first, and it finds its way through for a hit. And now 2 aboard. J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Pitch misses. Ball 1. That clips the corner.
Ball 2.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. Flips it behind his back. They get 1 to first, not in time. Great effort there. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Fernando Cruz will depart, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Scott Efros takes over on the mound. Here's Josh Naylor. 0 for 3 in this one. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1's the count.
The next offering misses, and it's a ball and a strike. Check swing, called strike. Popped up. Rosario in position. He's got it, and that's the third out. Tidy work out of the Yankee bullpen there. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Yankees 8 and the Mariners 3. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Taylor Saucedo.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Toss to Naylor, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Ben Rice.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
And that's in the dirt.
0-1, no strike.
Swings and misses, and it's 1-1.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the late stages of game 1. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Draws the walk there.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Man at first, and next for New York, Trent Grisham. And first offering is fouled off. Rice, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Next offering is down low. And they'll do it again. One, two now. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Next offering is downstairs. Stays alive. That's to third. Suarez over to Polanco. They get one on to first. Double play, and that's the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 8th inning coming up. It's the Yankees 8 and the Mariners 3. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. We're at the top of the 8th. Now at the plate, Cal Raleigh. First pitch, not close. Movement in the bullpen. David Bednar getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Bird warming up as well. That one pushed to the left and foul. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that's downstairs and outside.
2-2 to count.
That's down and in. Three-two now. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
So a man at first. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Jorge Polanco. First pitch doesn't find the zone. The Yankees leading by 5 here in Game 1 of the Wild Card Series. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1-1.
Grounder might be 2. 1 at second.
He's out.
On to Goldschmidt. That's 2.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. And first offering is fouled off. That one missing inside. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 8th. And a ball evens the count. To the right side, Chisholm tosses to first. And that is that. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Yankees 8 and the Mariners 3. Luke Jackson into the game.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. Hard hit left side. Tosses to first. One up, one down. Now Anthony Volpe. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. And you played behind guys, and they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them.
And the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
And Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 1. Runner on the go. Pitch misses in. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
Volpe leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Pickoff throw, and he's backing it safely. Man at second. Swing and a liner. Base hit out into right center field. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out. Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. And there's a ball.
1-0.
Just missed.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Ripped to third and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
And up next for New York, Ahmed Rosario. There's the strike.
0-1's the count.
Two on, 2 outs. To third. And that's just foul. High chopper to third. Suarez fires across the diamond. That ends the inning. Yanks strand a pair, but they lead at 8-3. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jake Bird. Randy Arozarena now at the plate. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Up the middle. Volpe on the run, sends it over to first. Nicely done for the out. And now Eugenio Suarez. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first, and he held up. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Dominguez coming in on it. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Williamson in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
No strike.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So he gets on base and keeps it going. And now it's Victor Robles up to hit. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. Williamson off of first with 2 away. On the ground, and this should do it. And that'll do it. So the New York Yankees off of the right foot here in this wild card series. They take game 1 in front of their home fans.
Yeah, and you could argue there's even more pressure on you as the home team in a 3-game series, but these fans definitely showed up for this one. They had an impact big, and their guys took care of business.
And on the other side of things, it'll be an elimination game in this same atmosphere in game 2, so that will be quite a test to keep their season alive.
Yeah, no doubt.
8-3 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.